Right, today we're going to be converting another GSAP effect we have done, I think it was 2 years ago or something like that, to Pro interactions. And full disclosure, you need to have Elementor Pro for this because the Pro interactions are like the motion effects. They are part of the Elementor Pro plans. What we're going to be doing today is going to be a grow and shrink section. And I had the feeling that actually the effect that we have converted is much better with the Pro interactions than with the code that I have from 2 years ago. Let's get into it and I will show you how it looks both ways. All right, so here's the effect with the GSAP code. Yeah, so not this one. This is the one we made with the motion interactions. And then we have this effect. Yeah, it's okay, but it's not really what I wanted to make back then. And somehow people loved it. And I said, why not? Let's recreate this. Okay. So I will have the code to this if you want to grab the code to this specific effect with GSAP, especially if you don't have Elementor Pro. I will also leave a link to this video where I was explaining how to make it. But let's get into the one that we are going to work on today. So let me just show you first how it looks. All right, so you need to have some scrolling. Look at this. So I'm doing this movement on my mouse, and as I do this, it grows exponentially. This is the exact effect that I was having in mind when I wrote the code for that GSAP effect. Okay, so this is so much better. So much better, in my opinion, is perfect. And this is done natively now in Elementor. Before you had to, do gymnastics with code and stuff like that. Now this is all done with Elementor. And let me just show you how to do it. I'm not gonna go again through the steps of doing it. It's pretty easy to follow because it's a very, very easy structure, okay? I have added first a container at the top because I needed to have some space to scroll, obviously. And normally this is how it works because it's an effect that works on scroll, on page scroll, okay? So this container has a size of 100 VH, the usual, size. But let's skip this and let's go to the container that we are going to add the effect on. All right, so first of all, we're going to the style and go to size and just set the size to 100 VH, nothing else in terms of size, okay? I mean, obviously you can set the width if you want, you can do other things, but that's it from my side and what I did. Now let's go to background. The background again is something that, you set it or you don't set it, you can do whatever you want. All right, so that's it in terms of style from my side, okay? So let's go to interactions because this is where the magic happens. So so if you don't know how to set interactions, first of all, let me just show you how it looks before you add interactions. So if you go to interactions, there's nothing here. You simply go and create an interaction and then you can add whatever settings you want to that, okay? Let me just go back to my interaction. So I'm gonna click on it, open it up, and you will see that you'll have here the trigger set to while scrolling. It makes sense, right? While scrolling. And then we have a custom effect. So you can choose from a few, but this is the effect that we are working with. And then we start from 100 and we end up to 0%. In actuality, it doesn't really make sense because you would start from 0 to 100, correct? But that's not what is about here. It's a relative to viewport. Anyway, I'm not sure how to explain this, so I'm not gonna go too much into it. I still have to get myself informed about this, learn a little bit more. But anyway, this is how it works, okay? And then, as I said, relative to viewport, and then you can either set linear or I tried linear or easing. It feels like it's the same. So this is, up to you. Linear makes more sense because you scroll vertically. Don't ask me what that logic is, but that's what I would think of how to set this. Okay, so then the next step, and is the most important step because otherwise this effect is not going to work as intended, go to custom effect here where you have this pencil icon, and go to scale, and you will see that you have scale X and scale Y, yeah, horizontal and vertical. And here you input these two values, as well as on the two effects, scale X and Y 1, okay? This way is going to grow horizontally and vertically. If you don't want one of these, you can just remove it and the effect is going to have a different kind of vibe. Obviously, it's going to grow either vertically or horizontally. So yeah, this is the effect. And in my opinion, is one of the easiest effects that you can make. Also, as you can see, you can play the interaction from here. But when I was working it and I saw the interaction in the editor, I was a little bit taken aback because it doesn't look the way I wanted, and I was thinking, oh, this is really not going to work. No way. Anyway, this is how it looks on the preview. I wouldn't count too much on it, I wanted to say. Let's go again to preview on the page. Again, I'm scrolling. Yeah, you can even scroll faster if you want, and it's going to have this very, very nice and smooth effect. Another disclaimer I want to add here is that I use Lenis smooth scrolling, okay? I should actually disable it to see how it looks and feels, but I'm not going to because I never use Elementor without smooth scrolling or any other website. Any other website, even if I code it from scratch, that website is going to have Lenis smooth scrolling. Even if it's a little bit, it's perfection. Honestly, everything feels so much more elevated and it has that awards website vibe, you know? So my recommendation, if you want to use it, use it. I will have a link in the description to it if you want to. It's not mandatory, but I think this effect is not going to work as nice, you know, like it's going to have that kind of, how to call it, I don't know. It's not smooth. You know how it is when you scroll a page, or you don't know because you have never maybe used smooth scrolling that you cannot compare. But do this, try this snippet. It's just, you just drop it in your code snippets or somewhere where you can add code in your website, on your website, and or Elementor code if you have Elementor Pro, and just, you know, add it to the whole website and it's all good. And you can enable it, disable it, however you want, and it's not going to interact with anything else on your website. It just sits there and just makes your page smooth. So everything that you need, it will be in the description below. I will also leave a link to this demo so you can try it out yourself. If you want to try it, I honestly would disable it on mobile devices. Most honestly, I myself, I'm bothered by GSAP effects or effects too much happening on mobile devices, especially if I'm trying to read something. It's not, I don't know. I think GSAP effects should be reduced to just desktop, you know, devices, at the most tablets, but never mobile devices. In my opinion, that's it. I have tried that on my own websites and I never liked it. So yeah, go for it. Let me know if you need any, I don't know, help of any kind. And that is it. If you'd like to see what else you can build with Elementor, watch this playlist here or here. And if you have gotten any value out of this video, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And I'll see you next time. Bye.